In today's video, we will be talking all about spring fragrances that I'm excited to wear. If you're interested, then just keep watching. Before we get into the video, I do want to quickly introduce myself for those of you who may be new here. My name is Aisha. I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So as I said, today we'll be talking about the spring fragrances that I am excited to wear for spring 2023. I typically do one of these videos right before the start of every new season, and I usually try to limit my fragrances to 10. However, I'm gonna tell y'all, I couldn't do it this time. I don't know why I had such a hard time limiting myself this time, but I think I have about 13 or 14. So I'm going to try to be quick about the description of the fragrances, but just know there will be plenty of fragrance content coming your way, so you will hear more about all of these fragrances. So the fragrances that I'll be talking about in this video are ones that I typically reserve for warm weather, or maybe they are newer to my collection, or maybe it's just something I haven't worn in a really long time, but I think I'm gonna get a lot of good use out of it this spring. So let's go ahead and get into these fragrances. So this first fragrance is one from Xerjoff, and this is a Chinto Overdose. Now this fragrance I actually wore yesterday, and I went on a day date, and I have to tell y'all, I loved it. I loved it. I mean, I already knew I loved this fragrance, but it had probably been at least a good 4 or 5 months since I had worn it. So to wear it again, and it was on a nice spring day, like this was like perfect spring weather for us. So I think the temperature was low 80s. It could have been a little lower, like I'm not even gonna lie, I wouldn't have minded if it was like 72. Okay, that would have been perfect, but temperature was low 80s, but there was a nice breeze, and we went to a beautiful restaurant where we could see outside, and it was just nice. So this fit the bill perfectly. So this fragrance to me smells like candied fruits. That's immediately what I think about when I smell this. So think of a big bowl of mixed fruits, including some tropical fruits, and then add that candy sweetness to it. That's what I think about when I smell this fragrance. Now, underneath all that candied, sweet, fruity scent, there is a bit of an ambery musk base to this fragrance that gives it a little bit more oomph, but it's not doing the most. To me, this is a very pretty scent. It's all very well blended. It's fun, but it's still sophisticated. And I actually think it works well for a lot of different occasions. I definitely think you can wear this during cold weather. It's just not one that I ended up reaching for, but I think that it's strong enough that you could wear it during cold weather if you wanted like a fun, fruity scent. I believe there's some florals in this scent as well, but to me, they just kind of provide background, you know, they make it a little bit less edible smelling, but I love this one. So again, that is a Chinto Overdose. This next fragrance is from Sardi, and we are going to call this Limitless Shopping. It has a very long name to it. I will list the full name in the description box if it can fit, y'all. But for the sake of this video, we're calling it Limitless Shopping. That's part of the name. So this fragrance is kind of newer to my collection. It's not brand new, but it's something that I think I got either late fall, early winter. I think I wore it one time and then put it away for spring, which is when I wanted to wear it. So I'm excited to really like dig into this. So to me, this is a honeyed floral scent. So the honey in this, to my nose, smells quite prominent, but it's not super heavy and animalic smelling. It smells a very pretty, sweet honey. And then there are some florals in this fragrance. I'm not sure what type of florals. To me, it smells like a mix of some white florals, but they're not too sharp, which can be a problem for me. I definitely think orange blossom is in this fragrance because I feel like I can pick that out. But as far as any other florals, I'm really not sure. I don't think it's just straight orange blossom. In addition to that, I feel like there is some spice in this fragrance, and I think that makes this fragrance smell different to me. I don't know if this is right, but I swear I smell ginger in this fragrance. I'm pretty sure ginger is not a note, but I swear there is something very zingy in this fragrance, and then mixed with the sweet florals, amazing. It's amazing. So this fragrance is one that just makes me think of spring with the honey and the beautiful flowers. So again, that is Sardi Limitless Shopping. The next fragrance I have is from Passe Soir, and this is Hufflepuff. This is part of their Harry Potter collection. I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but when Passe Soir reached out to me and wanted to send me a fragrance from the collection, the notes in this one sounded amazing, so I went for it. So like I said, this one was sent to me a few months ago, but it's not one that I have worn a ton, and I actually think it's going to work really well for spring, summer. So this to me is a citrusy vanilla. I actually talked about this in my citrus vanilla video that I will link for you guys if you're interested, but it's a citrusy vanilla. The vanilla in this is kind of dense, but not too much, and it is sweet, but again, it's not too sweet. It's not too cloying. The citruses in here are quite bright and energizing. And then it also smells like there could be marshmallow or something in here. This one is kind of one of those fluffier fragrances, but it's livened up by the bright citrus notes. I love this fragrance. I don't know why I haven't worn it that much, but I really think I'm gonna get a lot of good use out of it this spring because I feel like it's one of those perfect transition fragrances. It still has that sweetness to it from the vanilla and what smells like marshmallow to me, but it's not so heavy and thick. I think this one will be great for early spring when the weather is kind of up and down, back and forth. You don't know what it's going to be doing. I think this would work well for that. This one is really pretty, and I could see myself wearing it out for like day dates or brunch or that type of activity. Not necessarily nighttime, but definitely like any type of daytime spring activity. I think it would work well for. So again, that is Passe Soir Hufflepuff. This next fragrance is one that I was obsessed with when I first got it. I actually did a whole video on it, and after that I continued to wear it a lot, and I was obsessed, y'all. But then I kind of put it away, and I think it's time for me to pull it back out. I've been thinking a lot about wearing this fragrance lately, so I think it's gonna make it into the rotation pretty soon. So this is from Bond Number 9, and this is Greenwich Village. So this one to me is kind of hard to explain. Like I said, I do have a whole video. I will link it for you all. But in a nutshell, what I get on me when I smell this fragrance is a very bright, citrusy, but sweet, kind of airy, musky scent. This has been compared to Baccarat Rouge 540, and initially when I smelled it, I did think it smelled similar, but now I don't smell BR 540 at all in this, but it does have that same type of airy, transparent sweetness that 540 has. This is absolutely beautiful. On me, this is one that I can wear in the dead heat of the summer. I mean, I know we're talking about spring fragrances, but y'all, like our spring gets really hot. So this is one that I can wear when it's really hot outside because it never feels too heavy on me. I have heard different things, okay? So this is one that I feel like people have very different opinions on, but for me, this is one I feel like it just plays really well with hot weather. If there's a little bit of breeze in the air, there's something about the way this kind of just floats around you. It's gorgeous. Hard for me to explain, but it's one that you should definitely try out at some point. Maybe don't blind buy it because it is, you know, on the more expensive side, but if you can get a decant, I would suggest that. This is not one I think you should go to the store and smell because you're not going to get the full effect. You have to wear this one. So again, that is Bond Number 9, Greenwich Village. This next fragrance I've had for a long time, and I pull it out every single spring, and I'm excited to do that again this year. So this one is from Jo Malone, and this is Orange Blossom. So mine is in a limited edition bottle, but this is one of their normal scents. You can get this anytime in their regular packaging. I do love my little cute little sherbet orange bottle though, but this one, it's just so pretty. This is the basic orange blossom fragrance that smells amazing. So think about sweet oranges mixed with florals. That's what it smells like. It's simple, but it's good, y'all. It's so pretty. This one is the smell of spring to me. So I definitely will be reaching for this a lot this upcoming season. I think this one is good for day-to-day running errands. Also for occasions where I'm gonna be outside with my kids and that type of thing. Not a date night scent. It's not really, you know, that serious of a scent, but for what it is, it's absolutely gorgeous. So I would definitely recommend getting your nose on this one if you like Orange Blossom. So again, that is Jo Malone Orange Blossom. Before we go to the next fragrance, I feel like I need to say this because Jo Malone gets a bad rap for not being long lasting, but guys, they are colognes, okay? This type of fragrance, I don't expect to last all day. I feel like I get at least about 4 or 5 hours out of it, and I feel like that's pretty good for this type of fragrance. So I felt like I should just push that on in there because I know somebody's gonna say Jo Malone only lasts 10 minutes on me, and I'm sorry if that happens for you, but for me, this lasts about 4 or 5 hours. Speaking of fragrances that don't last, the next fragrance is from Tom Ford, and this is Electric Cherry. So this is one that's kind of on this list, and I'm excited to wear it because I don't know about it. I need to make a decision. So I'm excited to actually really pull it out, wear it in its element, and see how it goes. So I did do a review on this fragrance when it first came out. So now I've had this fragrance for about 3 months, but I will tell you, since I did the review, I have not worn this fragrance at all. I was letting it sit, hoping it gets better with time, hoping the longevity and all gets a little bit better. And when I smell this fragrance, it smells like spring to me. So I was like, let me just wait. I'm gonna wear it during the spring and then I'll make my decision about it. So this fragrance is beautiful at first spray. The problem is it doesn't stay like that. So when I first smell this fragrance, I get a very juicy smelling cherry scent. Similar to Lost Cherry, but not as boozy, kind of like a lighter version of Lost Cherry. And then that's mixed with these beautiful florals. And you can smell all that in the first spray. It's really delicious smelling. Well, I say delicious smelling. I don't think it smells 100% edible, but it smells amazing at first spray, y'all. Amazing. Unfortunately, it doesn't stick around for me. As it dries down, in my previous experience, it kind of turns into more of just a floral and I kind of lose that cherry. So the way I plan on wearing it for this season is the first time I wear it, I'm probably gonna just wear it like as is, not layer it with anything except for maybe a cherry body lotion or something like that, which is something I would normally do. So I'll try it like that, see how it goes, see if it has improved. And then if it hasn't, I think I'm gonna start layering this with other cherry fragrances, like either Lost Cherry or with the Kayali Burning Cherry, because that one I still have in my collection and I kind of just use it for layering. So I think that that would probably help the cherry stick around longer in this fragrance. This is not one I'm necessarily recommending you buy, but I have it. So I am excited to wear it because I do really love the smell when you first spray it. Like, it still smells amazing on here, but I'm telling you, when I have worn this, when I first got it, it just didn't perform for me like at all, and it didn't keep that same cherry smell that I was loving in the beginning. So we'll see. Hopefully things will change. I'll keep y'all updated, but I am excited to actually start wearing this. So again, that is Tom Ford Electric Cherry. The next fragrance is also from Tom Ford, and this is Soleilnage. So this fragrance is supposed to smell like snow, I think, or something to that effect. I can't remember what Tom Ford describes this as, but I remember when this was first released, it came out during the winter, and I remember like snow as part of the marketing campaign. But anyway, I think this fragrance is perfect for warmer weather, specifically spring. I also wear this during the summer, but I think this smells like spring to me. When I smell this fragrance, I get these florals. And I believe they're white florals, but they're done in this very different way. Like, there's a citrusy element to this fragrance. Also smells like there's a little bit of musk to this fragrance, and it also smells like there's some aldehydes in this fragrance. And when all those things are put together, I feel like it gives me a mixture of a cold and a warm vibe. It's quite strange in my opinion, but it works. This is one you definitely have to try on skin. And I think this one is just so interesting. It's so unique. I've never smelled anything like this. It doesn't get talked about a lot, but this is one that I happen to love. And I'm even more excited to wear it this spring because I now have the body oil that goes along with this, the shimmering body oil. So I'm excited to see how they work together and yeah, just get my life with this. This is so unique and pretty. This smells very feminine to me. I know it's unisex, but when I smell this, I just think pretty thoughts, pretty springtime thoughts. It's gorgeous. So again, that is Soleilnage from Tom Ford. This next fragrance is from Fragrance Du Bois, and this is Santal Complet. So I actually wore this the other day. I have been thinking about it, ready to pull it out for spring, thinking about what I'm gonna put in my spring video, and I was like, forget it, I'm wearing it today. So I wore it and got my whole life, y'all. I love this. I feel like it's getting better with time. I don't know if it's just me, but that day when I wore it to church, I remember. Usually when I wear this fragrance, I layer it with another fragrance. But this time I wore it all on its own. I did spray heavy, and I sprayed my clothes, and I felt like it lasted a lot longer than it used to. I don't know if it's just that this has gotten better with time, or maybe my nose was more sensitive to it because I haven't worn it in a while. I don't know, but I felt like it was just doing what it was supposed to do that day. Anyway, I didn't even tell y'all what it smelled like. This is a beautiful sandalwood scent, but to me it has a little bit of a summery twist on it. So the sandalwood it's creamy, but it's also mixed with something that smells like coconut. I'm not sure if coconut is in here, but to me it smells like sandalwood and coconut mixed, and you get this beautiful creaminess that smells tropical as well. There's also some florals, I think, in the background of this fragrance that lend to that sweetness and lend to that tropical vibe. And this is so well done. It's such a beautiful scent. Again, I think I have a review all about this fragrance, and I think my complaint on this fragrance back then was that it didn't last that well. But like I said, it lasted a lot longer for me this time. I will let you guys know when I do layer this, the fragrance that I layer it with is Juliet Has a Gun Sunny Side Up, and I think they work really well together. But like I said, when I wore it the other day, it worked perfectly on its own. So, hey, I don't know. I'm not gonna ask no questions. I love this scent. Happy it worked better for me, and I am excited to wear it some more. So again, that is Santal Complet from Fragrance Du Bois. This next fragrance is from Armani Privé line, and this is Blue Turquoise. So I actually didn't know if I should include this in the video because I do think of this as more of a summer scent. But y'all, I've been staring at this bottle and I can't wait to really wear it. Like I'm waiting for me to go do some sort of activity outside. Like when I say activity outside, I mean like something fun, like a party or something, not like take my kids to the park. We do that all the time. I'm talking about something like grown up. I can't wait till I get some sort of activity to wear this to. I am wearing this. This smells so freaking good. Oh my gosh. I haven't worn this in a while. I remember the last time I wore it actually. Back in 2022 for my birthday, I went to Mexico and I took this with me and I wore it and got my whole life. And I can't wait to wear it again and get my whole life again. This is gorgeous. This is a salty vanilla scent, but that's not everything. Like this is way more complex than normal salty vanillas in my opinion. So in addition to the salty vanilla nature of this fragrance, there's some incense in this fragrance, I believe. I think black pepper, and there's some sort of woodiness to this fragrance as well. So this one is like a deeper, way more interesting take on a salty vanilla. It's gorgeous. This is not going to be one for everybody because it does have that salt in it. I know a lot of people can't get down with those marine type scents that have the salt, but if you like a little salt in your fragrance, you need to get your nose on this. This is so well executed. It wears really well. It performs really well, and I just cannot wait to pull this thing out. Actually, I'm going somewhere this weekend. It's at night though, but I might wear this because I cannot wait. I can't wait to wear this. I actually think this works well for day or night, but I typically wear it during the day. Yeah, I love it. So again, that is Armani Privé Blue Turquoise. This next fragrance is from Initio, and this is Musk Therapy. So this is a musk scent, but it's combined with these beautiful citrus notes that keep it very bright, and it's quite airy. I love this fragrance. I think this works a lot better in warm weather than it does in cold weather, because I think when this is on your skin and the sun is out and your skin is warm, there's just something about the way that you can get whiffs of this off your body. This is not a strong scent, and this is one that you may not even realize that people can still smell it on you, but people smell it on you, and you will get those little whiffs, and it's just everything. It's calming, but at the same time it's energizing. And it's just so good. One you definitely have to try on the skin. This is not one where you're gonna get the full effect on paper, but try it on your skin. You may find that you love it. This is kind of one of those quiet stunners, as I call them. So again, that is Initio Musk Therapy. This next fragrance is from Xerjoff, and this is Cruz Del Sur 2. So this is one that I actually think of as more of a summer scent, but I have to tell y'all, when I first got this fragrance, I believe it was in 2020, maybe 2021, I wore it a lot. You see I have a big dent, right? And then I just didn't wear it. Like, I feel like I didn't hardly wear it at all in 2022, even during the summer. And so now I am ready to wear this again. Like, I don't know what it is that has been drawing my eye to it lately, but I am ready to wear it. This is a beautiful mango scent that is quite creamy. So if you don't like milky type scents, you will not like this, because this smells quite like milky, like mango milkshake or something like that. It also has a slight like nutty undertone. So it's not going to be for everybody. I feel like this type of scent can be nauseating for some people, but it's not for me, thank God. It's just like overripe, milky mango nuttiness, goodness. Love it. And like I said, this is one that I typically would wear during the summer, but because of that milkiness, I think this will actually work well when it's not extremely hot. I mean, you can wear it when it's extremely hot, but I think when it's not extremely hot, it's probably the best time for you to wear it, because sometimes milk notes can go wrong, okay? So sometimes I have to be a little bit careful when I wear milky notes in the dead heat of summer. But I think right now is going to be a perfect time for me to wear this. So I'm probably wearing this like next week, y'all. I cannot wait. So again, that is Cruz Del Sur 2 by Xerjoff. This next fragrance is from BDK, and this is Passe Soir. So this is a spicy, fruity fragrance. The fruit that is prominent in this fragrance is quince, which I have never tasted, but to me, it kind of gives off, it smells kind of tropical, even though from what I understand, it's not a tropical fruit. For me, it smells like just like very exotic, kind of like an exotic pear. I don't know if that makes sense. I've never tasted quince. If any of you all have, let us know about it in the comment section below. I'm interested. But anyway, so you get that type of fruit, so that sweetness, but then there's also a good amount of spice in this fragrance. And one of the spices is ginger, and I love it. Okay, y'all know I love ginger, and I think the way the ginger combines with the fruitiness of this scent really does something for me. But also there's other spices in here. I'm not really sure what, but it smells kind of peppery, maybe black peppers in here, I'm not sure. It smells kind of peppery, and I feel like all of that combined just really helps elevate this fruity floral scent. Those spices really make this fragrance unique, make it smell niche, in my opinion. Not gonna be for everybody. I've heard some people say that this smells sour to them, and I can kind of get that. Like, it doesn't smell sour to me, but sometimes when I smell it, I feel like I can understand why people think it smells sour to them. But for me, I love the way it works on my skin. And I actually think this is one that's great for day dates or date nights when you don't want to be doing too much. So if you're going to be on an outside date at night and it's still hot, I think this works perfectly for that. So again, that is BDK Passe Soir. This next fragrance is an oldie but a goodie, and this is Hanae Mori. Hopefully I pronounced it right. I've looked up the pronunciation of this name so many times, and I feel like I always say it wrong, but I'm trying, guys. So this is, like I said, an old scent. The bottle looks old, because it is. I think this came out in the 90s, if I remember correctly. I didn't wear it back then, but I love it still today. So when I smell this, I get a strawberry musky scent that smells pretty bright and uplifting. This is gorgeous to me. The strawberry that's in here, it doesn't smell 100% real, but it doesn't smell too synthetic either. There's something just very fun about this fragrance, playful, but you still smell really good. And I think this is great for spring, summer. I usually wear it throughout those two seasons. I mean, technically you could wear it year round, but I think it performs better in the warmer weather. And it actually performs pretty well. It lasts a good amount of time on my skin. I feel like it projects pretty well. This is not expensive at all. Like, I think I probably paid like $40 for this. I'm not even sure, but this is really good. And if you like something like Burberry Her Elixir, then you would probably like this as well. I think they are pretty similar. So again, that is Hanae Mori, and this is the Eau de Toilette version. This next fragrance is one of my all-time faves, but it's typically one that I wear more during the warmer days. This is none other than Amouage Sunshine, my babe. I have a video all about this one as well, but this is a beautiful osmanthus scent. To me, the osmanthus makes it smell a bit like apricot. So although apricot is not a note in this fragrance, this smells like an apricot fragrance mixed with this beautiful white tobacco that gives it such a different take. It's slightly smoky, but not too much. It is gorgeous. It's sweet. It's sunshine in a bottle, okay? I feel like I don't really need to spend a lot of time on this because I have talked about this so much over the years, but this is one that I thoroughly enjoy. Not a safe blind buy. Definitely one you should try for yourself if you think you like apricot smelling scents. This one is just so interesting and unique, and I feel like this is one that I can never get tired of. So again, that is Amouage Sunshine. All right, and then the last fragrance that I have is not really a fragrance at all. It's actually a hair mist, but I wanted to share with you all because it's something that I haven't had for too long, and I actually think it's gonna work well with a lot of my spring summer scents. So this is Love Don't Be Shy by Guerlain, and like I said, this is the hair mist. So I don't always wear hair mist, but I do like them, especially really high quality ones that don't stay on your hair for more than like a day because I don't wash my hair every day. So I don't want something that's just gonna be smelling up like day after day after day. That's why I don't typically spray regular perfume on my hair. But yeah, high quality hair mists that don't last a full day but still give you that added fragrant experience, I do really enjoy. Now, I do think they're expensive for what they are, but you know, it is what it is. This is an expensive hobby. So this obviously smells like Love Don't Be Shy. And I feel like this hair mist is really good because it smells just like a lighter version of the actual fragrance. So if you don't know, Love Don't Be Shy is a thick, sweet, dense marshmallow orange blossom scent. The original Love Don't Be Shy, right? The hair mist smells exactly like that, but it's not as dense. So I feel like this is going to combine really well with a lot of springtime fragrances. For instance, Orange Blossom, yes. Limitless Shopping, yes. Even Amouage Sunshine, yes. I feel like because it's a hair mist, it's not giving you too much. It's just kind of like adding another layer of fragrance to you. And I like the fact that with hair mist, you get little whiffs of it. Anytime a breeze blows or if you have long hair and it moves around you, you get little whiffs of it. I mean, my hair is the kind of hair that kind of stays in one place. That's how my hair is made. But I still get little whiffs of it, like when I'm turning my head, doing stuff, and it's just like a little private treat that I enjoy. So I think I'm going to be getting a lot of use out of this. Obviously, I'll use it with Love Don't Be Shy as well, and with the Extreme, and with probably Oriana. I mean, the list goes on and on. Any orange blossom fragrance I could use this with and get my life, okay? So again, that is the Love Don't Be Shy Hair Mist by Guerlain. So I know this video was long. Thank you guys for watching until the end. Let me know in the comments down below 3 fragrances that you are excited to wear for this upcoming spring. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also, check out my blog. It's simplyayesha.com. I just recently relaunched it and I would love for you all to get on my email list over there. Also, if you want to connect with me more, follow me on Instagram. I'm typically in my stories almost every day and I'd love to chat with y'all on my DMs. So check me out on Insta. I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.